Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my WMMA 5 save. I ended up moving forward by a lot, so that way you guys didn't have to watch me do all the stuff that I've been doing, and that we can get to our next show. I managed to sign a bunch of pretty popular fighters to contracts. Let's take a look at some of these people. Like this guy, I signed another low-level national. And Cody Garbrandt. He is a mid-level regional. Mickey Gall is a low-level national. So I've gotten some pretty popular fighters to sign contracts with me. And Steven Seiler is a high-level regional. I will be signing him. And then I signed a bunch of female fighters too. There was a bunch of there's this high-level regional fighter, Keely Dowden, and she's young too. And then there's Eleanor Lampley as another example. She is a high-level regional. Stella Lowther, I think, is a national. Nope, she's a higher level regional. But yeah, we ended up signing a bunch of fighters. Looks like Christian Turner got injured. So Matt Myers will not be fighting at Iron Edge. And Lindsey Van Zant apparently won't be fighting either. It looks like I could throw in a fighter for Matt Myers. I think I'm going to throw in Adam Livingston. Wow. It looks like I can actually add fighters to fight Lindsey Van Zant too. That's surprising. We're literally one day before Iron Edge, and people are being like, okay, sure, I'll fight the next night. I don't have to pay them any extra money, it looks like, either, because it said they were only available for a quick camp. I will not be doing prelims. Could I add another female open weight fight? Looks like I can. That's really surprising. Oh, but this is where I have to throw in an incentive. Okay, cool. I mean, I bet that's great to see. I need to add fights for First Strike as well. I just realized that. Let's go. I guess I could do Catherine Brocky and Miranda Barber. Katie Perez and Alicia Zapatella. Sure, why not? So that's our 5 female open weight fights. Let's get some male open weight fights in here as well. Let's see. Sure. They both would not. Oh, shit. That's a huge incentive, but that's fine. I'm just really trying to get fights on the card, because I need to have fights on the card. I need fights on the card. That's gonna be kind of a sucky fight though. So unknown, high level regional, mid-level regional. So I will put this as the co-main event actually. Okay. Well, is this a good main event? It's a low-level regional. Unknown. High-level regional. So this should be our main event. Brian Foster and Richie Lewis. That will be our main event. That's our unknown. High-level regional. So co-main event. Female open weight. Low-level regional. So I'll actually bring this up. That's a low-level regional. Is this unknown? Unknown. And this one's unknown. Okay. So mid-level regional. So I'll bring that up. Low-level regional. Unknown. And unknown. Okay, cool. And then I'll add in a fight for Uprising. Sure, we'll put Aaron McKenzie and Jotko. That'd be a very impressive main event. Colton Loud is to be announced. For the female open weights, we don't have anybody, so we'll just add a to be announced. Okay, never mind. We can't do that. Can we do any other fighters? Doesn't look like it. At least not for that card. I'm just double checking to see if I can add anybody else. Doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. That's fine. I got our card for tomorrow, for the next day. Even with people getting injured during training. That's really what matters. And we got most of our fights for First Strike. Oh, we got some rankings up on here as well, it looks like. I forgot to take a look at the rankings, actually. I'll also set up the drug testing to be 100% for everything. And we will reverse decision. If they so choose to do PEDs or TRTs. Financially, we are doing. We gained money from our last show, and we're not losing any money still. So financially, we are doing good still. Even with some of the contracts that I signed some pretty high level names, and I plan on continuing to do so. So that way we gain popularity. But not only gain popularity, but also continue to make money in the long run. The more popularity you gain, the more money you make from advertising and pay-per-view revenue and all that stuff. So I want to be able to increase my popularity as much as I can, getting these popular fighters to sign for me, and having impressive shows, not only on the critical rating but also on the commercial rating, so that way we grow in popularity and we keep gaining money. That's really what I want to do, at least at this moment in time. But the credibility isn't great because there was a lack of ranked fighters, but that was going to happen because it was our first show. Let's take a look at the rankings now, though. The male openweight division, we've got some more ranked fighters, especially because we signed more fighters. The female openweight division doesn't have very many fighters on the rankings right now, but that will that will change. And as of this moment, we've got more male fighters than female fighters, but it's not too much of a difference, so that's the good news. But yeah, we're gonna simulate to tomorrow night, and we will have All-Star Pro Iron Edge, I think is what the show is called. And we'll be able to do our third show too, because it's literally the day after. So that'll be this episode. We'll be doing those two. Hopefully signing some more contracts. And maybe looking for some more broadcasting deals so we can continue to gain popularity and make more money. Hopefully. I mean, the broadcasting deals I have currently already are pretty crazy. Like, I have coverage everywhere at an enormous reach, which is the maximum amount for all three of the broadcasters. So, do I really need to throw in another broadcaster? Would that really change anything? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Or if you know, please let me know. So does signing with more broadcasters, even if they don't necessarily have a whole lot of coverage, does that make me more money? Does that help me gain popularity? Let me know if you know, or what you think. Because I would like to know. That would be very much appreciated. I really hope I can sign these popular fighters, because that's really what the end of the game is. It's to have the popular fighters, and then once we get to high level regional, I think is when we can sign exclusive deals. Whenever we can sign in exclusive deals with fighters, then we'll really be set, and we'll be able to potentially steal from like Bellator or ONE or UFC even, which the very end goal is to be number one. That's to take over UFC, but that will take some time to do. And everyone was clean at making history. That's great to hear. Nobody was tested positive for drugs. That's great to see. And where is... Oh wait, Iron Edge is February. It's within the whole next month. Silly me. That's why people were being like, okay, I'll fight for you. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, more people popped up. Did people just come back? Did fighters come back from recovery? I think that's what that was. Yeah, people are still recuperating. Apparently, Prince McMillan has a no-contact suspension. So yeah, a bunch of people are recuperating right now. A bunch of the fighters are recuperating. So it looks like a couple of them will be recuperating within a couple of days. So they may be able to do a training camp still. Like Andre Harrison's recuperating in 11 days. There's a medical suspension for some of these fighters. Hope Chase, she's recuperating. Rafael Hayes has got 4 days. Rafael Alves, excuse me. So we need a male open weight fight for this third one. So we will add Justin Scoggins in, and hopefully he'll get an opponent. Or maybe he would be able to fight Colton Loud. Let's see. Colton Loud. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And for the female openweight division, Tiffany Von Soest. And Taya Mirayama. That she'll be in a to be announced. Perfect. Let's see. Can I potentially add anybody else? Doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. So I'm stupid. I thought it was this month, so I'm gonna have to simulate some more. I promise you we will get to Iron Edge and First Strike. We will definitely be getting to those two shows. But yeah, I will come back to you on the people that I want to sign contracts with All Star Pro. I will be back. Okie dokie, so we got some more signings that happened. Carly Cleaver is one of the people we signed. She is a high-level national, which is one of our most popular fighters of our company as of right now. Louise Bixby. She is a high-level national as well, and she's only 19. So if she stays popular, she would be on our roster for quite some time. That being if other companies don't take her from me. We signed a bunch of female fighters. We did sign. I think we signed. Yeah, we signed Cesar Ferreira as well, and he's a low-level national. So, Sutton Marler, Annika, America, Riley, Fred Baxley, Frankie, Kaisei Kuroi joins deep. Let's add some matches now. Let's add some fights. Tai Mirayama was set to fight somebody. Let's go by popularity. Frankie Frazier, sure. I'd be uprising. First, I think we should throw out our main event fights. Nobody on the male open weight division as of this moment. I know there's still people recuperating though too, so I signed some male fighters too. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're under medical suspension or something. Riley Kratzer and Kaylee Dowden. I kind of am just trying to book my main event fights right now, though. So we'll do Louise Bixby and June Criswell. This would be a low-level international. Wow, what a main event that would be. Francis and Polly, high-level national. So a good co-main, it sounds like. Intensity would be high-level national. Isabel and Annika. No. Isabel and Keely Dowden would be mid-level national. Flashpoint. High-level regional. And then Rising Tide to be announced. Ad fight to be announced. Yeah, Uprising we may end up getting screwed over for Uprising. Potentially. We might be screwed. I might have to sign a bunch of more fighters for Uprising. I mean, we've still got plenty of fighters that haven't signed with me yet. And if most of these fighters sign for me, then we should be good to go for Uprising and for a lot of other shows. I think if I get like, I don't know, like 100 fighters off each division, I think I should be good for a while, as long as I can keep uh, having at least 100 fighters on each division, and as long as I'm not holding too many shows close together, I think I should be good to go. But I also want to make sure that I'm holding shows a decent amount, so that way I can gain popularity fast, and so you guys don't have to see me just signing people and making fights and all that. That you can actually watch the fights happen. That's really my goal for that as well. And it looks like we gained some credibility after there were no failed drug tests. So now we're above the average by 2%. If we get higher than 80%, we will get higher attendances and more viewers. So that's good to see. But Iron Edge and First Strike are good to go as long as nobody gets injured. Uprising is where we may have some trouble. Cesar Ferreira was our signee. He was our signing, and he's got a drug suspension for 9 months and 3 weeks. That would hurt our credibility most likely. I think it would also hurt our stability, potentially. It would definitely hurt our credibility. So I don't really want to make that risk. That sucks. My one of my fighters that I just signed is on medical suspension for 9 freaking months. I don't know what kind of contract I signed him to either. Oh, where is he? He's under contract for 5 years. Okay, so we should be fine. That's unfortunate, though. That he's under suspension for 9 months. Anyway, moving on. I shall be back. Okay, and we are back, and we have got a bunch of people that ended up signing with ASP. It's pretty much the highlight of most of the headlines, and we shall sign Rayon Anderson and Reese Horton. And we've still got a bunch of fighters we could potentially sign. So we should be set for All-Star Pro. Let's take a look though and see. We have currently more female fighters than male fighters. And let's take a look at the rankings now. I shall update the rankings. The rankings stayed the same pretty much, which is fair. Okay, and now let's go to Uprising. Low level national, mid level regional. Let's go with Brian Tufnell. And Rafael Alves. That's a high level regional, so that would be a pretty good co-main. We could do another high level regional. Sure, we'll do Stella Lowther and Valentina Baptista. For the male openweight division, we do Fred Baxley and Rayon Anderson as well. Reese Orton. I guess we'll do let's see. I'm trying to keep my like very popular fighters in the main event scene, in the co-main event scene. Low level international. What's this fight right now? High level regional. So this would actually be a better main event. Wait, high level regional or high level national? High level regional. So yeah, that would be a much better main event. I'm gonna do that instead, actually. That will be the main event, definitely. For Flashpoint, I think also the Reese Orton. He'll take on somebody that's to be announced. Uprising. Cesar Ferreira. It's drug suspension. I don't know. I don't know how that would go. I don't really want to have too many of my popular fighters fighting on the same card. Jacqueline Kiss and Scarlett Butterworth would be a pretty good main event. And then for the co-main event, we could have this be our main event, and then the other fight be the co-main event fight. Bloodshed. Either way, we'd be getting a pretty solid main event. Since it would be a high-level national. This would be the better fight, though. So we will do Elaine Toms and Corey McClendon. And then for Uproar, Holton will be to be announced. Perfect. As you can also see, we will be doing shows outside of Iowa as well. We've got a couple of. I also plan on doing a couple some shows outside of the United States, as you can see here at Chugoku Conquest. I also plan on doing at least one show every week. So, there's that. I could probably start announcing the shows for July as well. Let's go Wednesday, week 1, July. No resistance is fine. Let's go with let's go with Oregon, I guess. And we'll go back to the Midwest in Minnesota for Unholy. I forgot to. Week 2, Thursday's fine. And then Mississippi, we will do Elite Reborn, it looks like. Week 3, Tuesday. And then Sunday, week 4, July 2024, Tsunami will be in Vermont. Sure, why not? And then for our 20th show, we will actually go outside of the United States once again. This time I want to do Canada though. Let's see, Quebec might be our best choice. Looks like we will be doing Quebec. So I'll do our first show for August as well. It'll be right after Violent Intent. Some of these names are kind of basic, but it's fine. I don't really care too much. Some of them are creative, though. I really don't care that much, so. So, yeah, we've got 5 more shows announced. And once we sign more fighters and more fighters are coming back from recuperating or whatever, we'll I bet Uprising will be alright. I'm actually going to take a look at the recommended hires and see what we get. I'm gonna take a look at the male open weight division first. Let's see. We've got Andre Fialho. He's a low-level regional in Europe. He's unknown here. That put him on the preliminaries, so I don't really want to do that. Mike Hamill. He's a low-level regional. He's currently under contract with Bellator, though, so... Spike Carlisle. He's got 2 contracts already. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Let's go... Sergio Cossio. Under contract with Bellator and Lux. Anybody under 30 based in the United States. Sun Hoon Woo. He's unknown though. Let's go low-level regional. Unemployed. Chandler Cole. Mid-level regional. Sure. I'm already in negotiations or something, so alright. Female open weight? Nobody? Both of these ladies would be probably retiring within their first fight. I don't really want to do that. Oh yeah, I could probably sign another person too. I think we're lacking on... We're kind of lacking on... well, we could probably find somebody who is pretty high up under all the skills. Let's go 780 for all of them, just to start off. I don't care too much about experience right now. Let's go not a fighter. Doesn't really matter. Any retired fighters? Okay, available for hire? Nope. Okay, 70. Beach sun. Brian Stan. Sure. Let's sign a 2-year deal. Let's go 4,000 a show. Well, what are? I guess I should take a look at his skills first. Yeah, he's good. He's good at what he does. Any and out of fighters? Nope. Um, can I go down a little, like 5, and see if I get anybody? Kenny Rice. He wants to enjoy his retirement in peace. Yeah. Looks like we'll be getting potentially getting Brian Stan. I guess I should have also checked if I have any other staff members. And I think I did already, so I will be back. And yeah. Okay. Okay. Bunch of more automatic signings. Okay. Yeah, I shall be back.
You offers more than 40 real-world recognized degree programs designed for industry experts to get you prepared to make a difference and advance your career. Learn more at wgu.edu. If it buzzes, beeps, or charges while you sleep, it has rechargeable batteries that can't be thrown out at the curb. Dispose of your battery-powered devices safely by handing them to those who know. Drop them off or schedule a pickup.
Yeah, that's awesome. Got a lot of questions surrounding the BCC. They call it every single day, you know, that the war was in, especially when things jump onto them. So,
Okay, and we have unread emails, it looks like. So I will be taking a look at that. And we're getting set for ASP Iron Edge. Everyone made weight for Iron Edge, but that was to be expected. Okay. Also, I ended up just doing a bunch of one-night tournaments for some of the shows, mainly because we don't really have a lot of fighters that are going to be fighting on the shows. I tried signing a bunch of people too, but I haven't been very lucky on that part. So yeah, I don't really know what else I can do. There's still some people recuperating, and they've got some people. We've got plenty of people who are still trying to come back to. So, but we're all the way up until May at this point, so we should be fine for right now. Of course, I say that, and then everything goes to shit again. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. The male open weight rankings is getting crazy high. The female open weight rankings have not changed at all. But yeah, we'll take a look at Iron Edge now. Welcome to ASP2 Iron Edge being held in Iowa. This is the second ASP show of 2024. We're due to have 10 main fights and no preliminaries at all. Main eventing is Brian Foster and Richie Lewis in a male openweight fight. Anthony Martin fights Ryan Burgos. Rachel Ostovich fights Lisa Verzosa. Sheena Van Hoos fights Lindsay Van Zant. And ASP's 18th ranked Charlie Decca makes his debut. Brian Foster and Richie Lewis is our main event. They've never headlined for ASP before, which is going to happen for a while. Foster lost back in November 2019. Foster hasn't won since 2018. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters are making their debut tonight. And 3 people pick Foster, 4 people that pick Lewis. And then we have Anthony Martin versus Ryan Burgos. Martin will enjoy a significant weight advantage, with also a 10-inch reach advantage. Both fighters are making their debut. Martin has got 1 pick and Burgos has 6 picks. Rachel Ostovich versus Lisa Verzosa. Ostovich hasn't won since December 2017. This is the first time they have fought. Verzosa will likely have a significant weight advantage, the 6-inch reach advantage. Both fighters are making their debut. The betting lines have Verzosa as a big favorite to win. And nobody is picking Ostovich and everyone's picking Verzosa. Courtney Casey versus Valerie Anne-Marie Soto. Casey hasn't won since November 2021. This is the first time they have fought, and both fighters are making their ASP debut tonight. nobody's picking Soto and everybody is picking Casey. And we've got Angus Hewitt versus Charlie Deca. Charlie Deca is number 18th ranked in ASP, and Hewitt is number 23. This is the first time they have fought. Hewitt will enjoy a significant weight advantage. Both fighters are making their debut tonight. The betting lines have Deca as a big favorite, Hewitt at 0 and Deca at 7. And Chino Van Hoos versus Lindsey Van Zant. Van Zant lost back in December 2019. Van Zant hasn't won since June 2019. Van Hoos hasn't won since December 2019. This is the first time they have fought, and both fighters are making their ASP debut tonight. We have 2 picks for Van Hoos and 5 picks for Van Zant. Matt Myers versus Adam Livingston. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters are making their ASP debut tonight, and Myers will enjoy a significant weight advantage. 3 picks for Myers, 4 picks for Livingston. Timothy Kuwamba versus Jackson McVeigh. This is the first time they have fought. McVeigh will enjoy a significant weight advantage. McVeigh has an 8-inch reach advantage. Both fighters are making their ASP debut tonight. We've got 3 picks for Kuwamba and 4 picks for McVeigh. Danielle Taylor versus Zarina Turi. Taylor has last lost back in August 2018. Taylor hasn't won since April 2017. This is the first time they have fought. Turi will enjoy a significant weight advantage with a 5-inch reach advantage. Both fighters are making their ASP debut tonight. 2 picks for Taylor and 5 picks for Turi. And we've got Taylor Malden versus Lauren Wolf. This is the first time they have fought. Wolf will enjoy a significant weight advantage. Both fighters are making their ASP debut tonight. 5 picks for Malden, 2 picks for Wolf. Let's get on with the show. You know what time it is. Taylor Malden defeats Lauren Wolf in TKO. The fight was rated as great. Taylor Malden name checks all her sponsors, then thanks all of her fans that turned out to support her. Taylor Malden celebrates winning her debut for ASP. Taylor Malden is a charismatic talker and really knows how to sell herself, it looks like. Danielle Taylor versus Zarina Turi. Zarina Turi defeats Danielle Taylor in unanimous decision. It's rated as decent. Turi thanks her sponsors and our fans. She celebrates her debut and says she's already looking forward to the next fight. Timothy Kuwamba versus Jackson McVeigh. Jackson McVeigh defeats Timothy Kuwamba in split decision. The fight was rated as average. Jackson McVeigh thanks all of his sponsors for backing him and thanks his family, friends, and supporters. He's very happy to cap his debut with a win. Matt Myers versus Adam Livingston. Adam Livingston defeats Matt Myers in TKO. The fight was rated as good. Adam Livingston. Yep. Chino Van Hoos against Lindsey Van Zant. Van Hoos defeats Van Zant in split decision. The fight was rated as good. The camera loves Sheena Van Hoos, so even if she isn't particularly interesting in interviewing, she still benefits from being on camera. That's good to see, I guess. Angus Hewitt versus Charlie Deca. Charlie Deca loses to Angus Hewitt by knockout. The fight was rated as great. Okie dokie. Valerie on Marie Soto fights Courtney Casey. In a Courtney Casey defeats on Marie Soto by submission with the rear naked choke. The fight was rated as great. Okay. Rachel Ostovich versus Lisa Verzosa. Lisa Verzosa defeats Rachel Ostovich in unanimous decision. Fight was good. Okay. And now the co-main event. Anthony Martin takes on Ryan Burgos. And the co-main event, Ryan Burgos defeats Anthony Martin in a unanimous decision. The co-main event was good. I'm a little scared about the main event. Ryan Burgos is a charismatic talker and really knows how to sell himself, which is good. I'm scared for our main event, though. It's time for the main event. Brian Foster competes against Richie Lewis. And Richie Lewis defeats Brian Foster in unanimous decision. Our main event was good. You love to see it. Damn, we got a 72 critical rating. It's good to see. Even our worst fight got it decent. I mean, an average. So I'm not complaining too much. And we got a very high commercial rating at high level regional, which that's also great. I did also sign another commentator. He probably won't pop up for a little while though. Popularity increases everywhere by a lot, which is good to see. Yeah, we'll give out bonuses. We still gained about 450,000 in money. Yeah, great to see. Let's keep racking in that money. That's the way to go. And then for our next show, we will hopefully see some popularity gain and money gain as well. It's just probably what's going to end up happening. So I'm just going to keep on moving on. Hopefully putting on some good fights and continuing on with successful shows. Signing popular fighters to, and hopefully that they stay popular so that I can keep gaining popularity, keep gaining money. I've been pretty lucky so far with signing people to contracts. I'm just waiting for that email that UFC, Bellator, and One and all those companies are like, screw you, they're mine now. So I'm a little happy that hasn't happened yet, but I'm not trying to jinx myself. I'm very certain that will happen at some point in time. And especially as I start getting more and more popular, it's just gonna keep happening. It's just gonna happen. I know it is. So, yeah. This is the one thing that sucks. It's the long loading screens. Alright. And and now we've got first strike. And Isabel Dortch has recovered, it looks like. Everybody made weight, which is always going to happen because it's an open weight company. I'm pretty excited though for first strike. I have a feeling it'll be a good card with our what should be a pretty good main event. I have a feeling Aguilar is going to retire though. It's most likely going to happen. She's 41, so I don't. I've been trying to sign fighters that aren't very old, so that way I don't end up having a bunch of people that are gonna retire. I've been trying to do a good job of that. So, yeah. Our credibility did not go up or down, it stayed the same. The stability went down. But that's to be expected. We're now at almost 500,000 in money though. So that's pretty good. I'll take a look at the update the rankings as well. We're now in March, so the rankings for the female openweight division has went up, it looks like, a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can add any more fights. Doesn't look like it. Absences. It looks like I'll be able to potentially book a couple of people to some fights. I may have to sign some more fighters though. I think I'm gonna have to sign some more fighters. But yeah. And apparently I have not been charging my computer, which is annoying. I think my computer is charging now though. So, I don't know why I did that. Okay. So I am either going to have to sign some more fighters or just kind of hope for the best, I guess. Who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I should be fine. Potentially. I should be fine. I'll probably end up signing some more fighters though, just in case. I've already got some fighters that I've been trying to negotiate contracts with. I did get a new commentator as well, that I think, yeah, it's Brian Stan. He's really good as a commentator, with 75 play-by-play, 73 anchoring, 85 analysis. He's a former UFC guy as well, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, let's take a look now at All-Star Pro First Strike. Popularity, still at low level regional. Once we get to like 33% is when we'll be at mid-level regional. And when we get to 66%, that's when we'll be at high-level regional. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. It looks like I could already start doing some sponsoring and maybe some funding some research. I think I'm gonna do that. I just to add a little bit to my credibility and stability, I think, too. Let's see. I get a 1% boost to my credibility at the start of each month. Okay. And here I'd be getting a 2% boost to my credibility. It's $10,000 a month currently, and it's $5,000 a month. I could probably upgrade these two a little bit more as well. But yeah, let's get on with the show. I'm probably just gonna skip to the co-main event and main event if that's okay with you guys for this show. If I'm gonna be honest with you, we're already like almost an hour and a half through this episode, so this is the third All-Star Pro show of 2024, ASP3 First Strike being held in Iowa. We have 10 main fights and no preliminaries at all. The main event is Jessica Aguilar, who is probably gonna retire, taking on Caitlin Sammons in a female open weight fight. Also on the show, Jessie Roses takes on Mickey Gall. Justin Longoria against Marcus Brimage. Luis Pena takes on Reese Watkins. And Justin Scoggins coming off a unanimous decision win over Prince McLean at Making History. So we'll be having our first return to All-Star Pro, it looks like. Neither fighter has headlined for ASP before. Aguilar hasn't won since July 2018. This is the first time they have fought, and Sammons will enjoy a significant weight advantage, and Aguilar with a 9-inch reach advantage. Both fighters are making their debut. Everybody's going for the woman who's probably going to retire. And for our co-main event, Jessie Roses versus Mickey Gall. Gall hasn't won since July 2021. This is the first time they have fought. Gall will enjoy a significant weight advantage. Both fighters are making their debut tonight. Roses has 5 picks, and Gall has 2 picks. And yeah, let's get on now to the co-main event and the main event. The co-main event is up next. Jesse Roses fights Mickey Gall. Jesse Roses defeats Mickey Gall in unanimous decision. The fight was decent, so our co-main event was decent. I'm a little nervous now for our main event, but I have faith. There's no doubt about it that Jesse Roses knows how to talk with the best of them, with his natural charisma shining here. Okay, now it's time for the main event of the evening. Jessica Aguilar battles Caitlin Salmons in a female open weight fight. We're probably going to see Aguilar get the win over Caitlin Salmons. So maybe she won't retire. I think she still will. The fight was rated as great. And she did not retire. Wow. It's probably because she won. I'm assuming she would have lost if she didn't win. But I feel like she would have retired if she didn't win. Critical rating was really high at a 79. We got a couple of decent round, but we had a fantastic as well with Marcus Brimage and Justin Langoria. The commercial rating was at high level regional exactly, which is great to see. So we will be gaining popularity and we will be making money, I assume. Popularity increases everywhere. Great to see. I will... I'll yeah, let's do it. Submission. Yeah, let's do it. Give up all those awards. We still got 400,000. And we've got these fighters who we're only getting paid like $100 a fight too. That's the unknown fighters, I believe. But either way, we're still making it work, even with like having a couple of like very popular fighters on the card, with some not very well known fighters on the card. Like it seems to be working, at least right now. I know later on in the future that's not going to be the case, but I'll have to be more selective on who I sign in the future. I have done a couple of local to global type of things with WMMA 5, and also in general, like once you become more popular in not just MMA but pro wrestling or football or college, or not college, basketball, whatever sport, the more popular you are, the more selective you have to be. That's just the truth. Number one, people that are controversial, they're going to turn into a big deal if you're popular. And also, that's just how business works. You have to be selective on who you're picking. Once you get more popular, it's a whole thing. But Aguilar did not retire, but I'm assuming she didn't only because she won her fight.
Yeah, that's I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, and I'll catch you on the flip side.